This will bring genocide. It will.
Balaalo spokesperson warned of genocide. As presidential order, he starts eviction from Northern Uganda. But wait, just after war, a shocking warning has emerged from the Balaalo community. If the Ugandan government enforces Executive Order Number 2, which mandates the eviction of the Balaalo herders from Northern Uganda, it will lead to genocide. The term was deliberately used by a Balaalo spokesperson. Not war, not legal contestation, but genocide, suggesting a grave and violent retaliation. The use of such language has sparked national concern and forced the country to re-examine how this crisis unfolded over time. Now, let's take a look at timeline of the occupation from war displacement to Balaalo invasion. Northern Uganda, partially Acoli sub-region and the neighborhood, endured 2 decades of devastating war under Joseph Kony's LRA insurgency. The population was pushed into internally displaced persons camps, that is IDP camps, leaving ancestral lands empty and unguarded. The key chronology that you need to remember here is from 1987 to 2006, the LRA insurgency ravages Northern Uganda, displacing nearly 2 million Acoli into IDP camps. In 2006, major hostilities and peace talks began. In 2008 to 2010, the Acoli returned home and began rebuilding their lives, homes and farmlands. In 2012 to 2014, Balaalo herders began moving into Acoli territory, occupying vast lands with little to no documentation. In 2015-2017, their numbers increased. Massive tracts of land are fenced off. Indigenous farmers find their grazing and farming land overtaken. 2018-2023, tensions escalate. Local leaders raise alarm about illegal land occupation, destruction of crops by Balaalo cattle, and state inaction. In 2023, President Museveni issues Executive Order Number 2, demanding the eviction of non-compliant Balaalo herders from the north. Now, the post-war infiltration. A calculated strategy, the Balaalo did not move into Acoli land during the war, when the region was under LRA occupation. They waited until after the war, when Acoli communities were vulnerable, disorganized, and still in recovery, with pain visibly seen in people's eyes. This timing suggests strategic intent. It was not a peaceful migration, but a calculated seizure of land at a moment when its rightful owners were too weak to resist. The Balaalo took advantage of war aftermath, targeting land that had been cleared of its original owners by 2 decades of conflict. The genocide rhetoric, a dangerous and irresponsible one. The Balaalo spokesperson's claim that eviction would result into genocide is not just exaggerated, it is dangerously provocative. It is an attempt to weaponize victimhood to resist a lawful order. Such language is not only false but inflammatory. It seeks to halt justice for the Acoli by shifting blame and playing the ethnic card to confuse the national conversation. Executive Order Number 2 does not call for violence. It demands the removal of illegal settlers who violated land rights. Calling it genocide is a political strategy to derail enforcement and avoid accountability. Uganda must face the facts. This situation raises several unavoidable truths. The first one is the Balaalo migration was not peaceful. It was opportunist. The second one is the people of Acoli were still recovering from war when their land was seized. The government, this is now the third one, the government ignored this crisis for years, allowing injustice to grow. And then the fourth one is eviction is long overdue, but it must be executed with fairness and speed. Mark the key word, speed. There's no good speed here. Now, in conclusion, land justice cannot wait. Evicting the Balaalo is not an act of aggression. It is a step toward restoring rightful owners and healing a post-war region long abandoned by the state. Northern Uganda has suffered enough. Any further delay in enforcing Executive Order Number 2 risks emboldening lawlessness and undermining the rule of law. The language of genocide must not be tolerated when it's used to mask land theft. Uganda must act with resolve. They truly deserve justice, not excuses. The world is watching. What you need to know is what I've told you. What's your take? Should the Balaalo be evicted, just like it's happening? Is this a land reform issue or a national security threat? Join the conversation below as we bring to you areas where Balaalo have ever been evicted in the coming episodes. Thank you.